if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch episode 22nd of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, so let's see what this episode has. Let's go. Alright. Again, had a little break as you've noticed, but I'm going to watch the last 3 episodes that we have for now, so really excited to see them. What an interesting interpretation. Yeah, the power of art. I like how they're just chilling here. Yeah, I think he was talking more like a metaphor. Mm. Is this like a challenge? Maybe Dio is scared of being betrayed. Dude. That's so sweet. They have had a very close relationship. It's interesting. The bone? He extracted it for him, so that's where he got that bone from. That's why he had this. Oh, I thought we already passed this point. Oh, it's not natural. He got the disc. Maybe they can survive still? I thought it this very heavy sound of rain. His voice is funny though. Is he trying to calm himself? Okay, I agree with that. Like, you accept that you have failed and you make a new plan from what you have now, right? I agree with this idea. Yeah, that was a nice moral. That's true. It's chewing on his hair. Maybe just to play with it. It looks cute. I mean, the hair, of course. Well, to try it out. Ah, like the nutrients from hair and from dirt. Will her eye ever recover? There's a lot happening. They didn't. Okay, I didn't expect this honestly. Thank you to Weather Report. After the previous episode, I didn't expect them to learn this information. Nice, we still have a healer. Oh, they have a much nicer relation. Oh, he is jealous. Separate them. Yeah, their relationship is much healthier than with Anasu. But Anasu is entertaining. Oh, I don't like what he said. He is pretty ruthless. Yeah, I really don't like his approach to FF. Very, like, looking down on them. What? Right now? What the heck? I thought weather report was on our side. Oh no. They all seem pretty fatally wounded. Maybe the baby will save them. Actually. So it's a combination of souls. How close are we to the end? I feel like it's pretty cool. I don't even I didn't expect them to meet face to face so soon. To restraining their hands? Right, yeah. Yeah, it is. He's so full of himself. Like, I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer. Really? That's so sad. He's trying to trigger her emotionally. What? You're strong. Okay. Fair. So he admits he underestimated her. He's trying to distract her? He threw Jotara's disc at Anasuya? Well, it's already half destroyed. I think you already mentioned the Beetle. A Beetle again? He is really into these Beetles. What is Pucci, are you okay? Mentally? What? Wait, I was wrong. He didn't have the bone in him. The child didn't. Wait. He invites FF to take over his body? Is it possible? The blood is flowing towards the FF? It is kind of water, in a sense. Yeah, he was actually very selfless when he thought he was dying. That was very sweet. Yeah, it's beautiful. This is so beautiful. Like in the fifth part, that is much better. I thought the last episode was it, but this this is much better. Wait, that's actually better report talking here. And I assume Anasu is going to survive. He's going to wake up. So sad. There were a few things I wanted to say. So, first of all, I really liked that Dio and Pucci's relationship was shown a bit more. It made Dio's character a little bit more interesting in my eyes, and it made Pucci's and his intentions more interesting. And he really idolized Dio. He was very loyal to Dio, and Dio, meanwhile, he was, I think, used to betrayal. He never trusted anyone, so he was surprised why Pucci is not betraying him, right? Because he just can't understand why. He's confused by this, and I thought this was a very interesting characteristic of Dio and how lonely he could have felt. I think the only actually close relationship that he ever had was with Jonathan, kinda, and now we see that he and Pucci really had a very close relationship. I like how they were shown chilling together. Then next thing, what we saw with that baby, as far as I understood, this maybe was made from souls of convicts somehow, and the bone wasn't actually a part of it. It was a bit confusing because it didn't seem before like it was, because we saw the bone having this growing effect on everyone, and there was saw the scene with the baby. It all seemed connected, but now Pucci, or was it Pucci's bone? He gave the baby his own bone now. It looked like the same bone he got from Dio, so all this bone stuff confused me a little bit. I thought it was already like in the baby. And the baby also had the star, so it did have this blood in him, because as we were talking, Dio and Pucci, they interacted when Dio had Jonathan's body, right? So I was a bit confused about the scene in today's episode, in this episode, right? And then it seemed like baby started devouring Pucci, and Pucci was like, "Yeah, take me with you." So we'll see what comes from that, because we learned, yeah, that Pucci is the main villain. But if now he's kind of consumed, something happens to him, he transforms into something else, I don't know, it might change a lot. So confusing so far, but I'm sure we'll see what happens next with this. Next, I wanted to say that Anasui is a very interesting character. He, from the very start, was shown as a character of kind of gray morale, and I think this is always very entertaining if shown well. And in this episode, at first, I didn't really like how he was kind of diminishing. Um, that's the best word I can use. Okay, calling them like plankton, lower life, and stuff like that. I really didn't like that. But then, right in this episode, when he thought he was dying, his thoughts were really selfless. At first, he thought, oh no, Jolene is mourning. Like, he cared more about Jolene and her feelings, actually, than his fate, right? And then he asked FF, like, you can take everything from me, just recover the disc for Jolene. And that was very interesting, because before that, we were shown that he likes Jolene, but it didn't seem very healthy, and how he approached it also, without really, I felt like taking into account Jolene's feelings. But in this scene, he was shown to be more, like, his feelings were shown to be more healthy, like he actually cares about Jolene as a person, cares for her feelings and her goals and everything, and that was very sweet. So I'm glad that he survived, and we are going to see more of him. That is very interesting. And going to the last point I wanted to bring up is FF, of course. I really thought the previous episode that was it. FF has died, and I really kind of didn't like that scene. I felt, well, I talked about it in my conclusion in the previous episode, but here it was much better. I'm so glad that I was wrong, that actually it was not. At first I was like, oh, okay, they survived. Whew. But then they died anyway. That was, of course, very sad, but the scene was much better, much more emotional, and I felt like this scene actually paid respect to FF as a character. So I loved how it looked, and with this like kind of golden wind style, that was really nice. And of course I will miss FF. That's really sad. For a second I actually believe that FF is kind of going to take over Anasu's body, and it will be FF but with an Anasu's body now. Okay, I think that's it for this episode. So that would be it for today. Please share your thoughts in the comments. I'll probably watch the last two we have in advance right now, just edit and post them a bit later. So please, this is not the end, right? We'll have more episodes, so still, like, no spoilers, of course, and especially if somebody is watching, I don't want them to see spoilers in the comments. So let's talk about this episode specifically. That said, yeah, please share your thoughts on this episode, as I said, without spoilers, of course. That would be it for today. Thank you for watching, and see ya.